Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're talking about a smartphone that offers a lot without completely breaking the bank. And that's the Xiaomi 15T. Now, I've been testing this thing over the last couple of days, and honestly, for that price, it's a really impressive all-around package. So today we will cover things like the design, display, performance, battery, camera, and of course the software. And let's start right away with the design. The Xiaomi 15T is the more affordable model of this year's T series, but you barely notice that when you hold it in your hand. It's a large phone with a 6.83-inch display, so definitely not compact, yet it feels surprisingly comfortable to hold. The back is made of fiberglass with a matte finish, and this is the black version with 256 gigs of internal storage. It feels premium, has a nice grip, and barely shows any fingerprints. The frame is made of plastic instead of aluminum, but it's solid and very well built. Nothing rattles or bends, and the flat edges give it a modern and high-end look. At around 149 grams, the 15T has a nice weight to it, solid but still very well balanced. You also get IP68 certification, meaning protection against dust and water up to 3 meters depth. Pretty impressive for a phone in this price range. The in-display fingerprint scanner works quickly and reliably, so let's give this a try. So there we have it, and you have a face unlock as well, and this one works just as good. Now, overall, the 15T feels far more premium than its price would suggest. Now let's talk about the display, and this one's generally excellent. Xiaomi equipped the 15T with a 6.83-inch AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1280 by 2272 pixels and around 90% screen-to-body ratio. The refresh rate is 120 Hz, slightly lower than the Pro model, but in daily use you can hardly tell the difference. Scrolling, swiping, gaming, everything feels super smooth. Brightness is insane, up to 3200 nits, making it perfectly readable even under direct sunlight. Colors are vivid, contrast is deep, and blacks are, as you expect from an AMOLED panel, pitch dark. You also get HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection. The stereo speaker with Dolby Atmos are clear, loud, and distortion-free, even at max volume. Now, there's no 3.5mm headphone jack anymore, but Bluetooth 5.4 ensures a stable and a low latency connection. Now, under the hood, the Xiaomi 15 Pro is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 8400 Ultra, and this chip performs extremely well. In everyday use, everything runs buttery smooth, apps open instantly, multitasking is fluid, and even demanding games run stably. In benchmarks, it scores close to older Flagship using the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, so performance-wise, this phone easily competes. Thermals are handled well thanks to Xiaomi's 3D ice loop cooling system, the same used in the Pro version. Even during long gaming sessions, temperatures stay reasonable. Whether it's Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, or PUBG, you can play them all on high settings with stable frame rates. You get 12 GB of RAM and either 256 or 512 gigs of internal storage, though there is no microSD slot for expansion. Xiaomi also did a good job with the battery. With 5500 mAh, the 15T packs more capacity than its older version, and you can definitely feel that. I easily got around a full day with about 20% remaining in the evening. My screen on time averaged about 8 to 9 hours, which is seriously impressive. Charging is handled via 67 watts turbocharge, and it's plenty fast. 0 to 100% takes about 50 minutes, and you're already around 70% after 30 minutes. There's no wireless charging, that's reserved for the Pro model, but that's a fair trade for the price. One small downside, there's no charger in the box, just a USB Type-C cable. Now, the 15T runs on HyperOS 2 based on Android 15, and Xiaomi promises up to 5 years of OS updates and 6 years of security patches, which is a great long-term support. HyperOS feels modern and smooth, the interface is cleaner than old MIUI versions, animations are fluid, and there are tons of smart touches throughout. You still get a little bit of bloatware like AliExpress or TikTok, but all of it can be easily removed. The new AI features are especially interesting. With Xiaomi AI, you get tools like circle to search, AI translation, automatic subtitles, intelligent photo editing, and app performance boosting. There's also an offline mode, which lets you connect with nearby Xiaomi devices without the internet, kind of like a walkie-talkie. Overall, the system feels fast, stable, and refined. The gesture controls are accurate, and the always-on display is highly customizable, so you can tweak colors, layouts, and clock styles to your liking. Now the most exciting part, and that's the camera. Now on the back you will find 3 sensors, a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS, 50 megapixel telephoto camera with 2x optical zoom, and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens. On the front there's a 32 megapixel selfie camera, and yes, this phone proudly carries the Leica branding with the familiar authentic and vivid color modes. In daylight, the 15T delivers truly impressive photos. The main camera captures sharp, detailed shots with natural colors and excellent clarity. Fine details like leaves or hair stay crisp, and the color balance feels very natural. In Leica Authentic mode, you get that classic cinematic tone, stylish but not overdone. Portraits look fantastic too, background blur feels soft and natural, and subject separation is accurate. The 2x telephoto lens produces detailed, vibrant photos with solid contrast, and unlike with many competitors, this is a real optical zoom, no digital. At 5x digital zoom, you do lose a little bit of sharpness, but the results are still usable. The ultra-wide-angle camera has slightly less sharpness, but for landscapes or architecture, it works well enough. Colors and dynamic range match nicely with the main camera. In night mode, the 15T automatically kicks in to brighten scenes and reduce noise. You get clear, well-exposed images with good contrast, though sometimes there's a slight orange tint to street lights. Videos can be recorded in 4K and 60 FPS, and the quality is excellent. Rich colors, wide dynamic range, solid contrast, and reliable stabilization. Even in low light, footage remains sharp and steady. Now, the 32 megapixel front camera produces nice selfies, sharp, natural looking, though not quite flagship level, still perfectly fine for Instagram, TikTok, or vlogging. So let's sum it up. The Xiaomi 15T is an outstanding price performance phone in the upper mid-range. You get a big, bright display, strong performance, excellent battery life, fast charging, and a camera setup that's generally fun to use. Add to that IP68 protection, modern software, and long update support, and you've got a package few others in this price bracket can match. Sure, there are a few compromises, no wireless charging, no aluminum frame, no 5x zoom, but for the lower price, that's more than fair. And guys, that's already for today, so I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace!